open season.
What's going on, guys? It's D-Ben. I hope you have a blessed day today. And if you enjoy having open conversation to your favorite season, please make sure to subscribe. That being said, let's get right into it. Jimmy Butler did it yet again. This man is simply special. And the fashion in which this game ended was ridiculous. Again, I regret not watching this game mainly. I was too focused watching the Warriors and Kings, Lakers and Grizzlies, but I should have been watching this game. Luckily, while I was watching the Warriors and Kings game, they had the ticker on for the Bucks and Heat game. So I was able to keep up with the game in the background. As the fourth quarter came along, I saw that the Heat were kind of slowly coming back into the game. So when crunch time rolled around, I was like, okay, now it's time to tune into the game. And I tuned in right at the time that I should have, because Jimmy Butler started cooking, turned into playoff Jimmy. Holiday was assigned to guard him, and Jimmy was like, today is your holiday, let me give you some gifts. And Holiday couldn't handle him. And mind you, Holiday is an elite defender, and he was having trouble containing Jimmy. At that point, he had 12 points in the quarter, and I believe it was 12 straight points. Jimmy was just on. You wonder, how does a man that dropped 56 points the other night pick up where he left off and finish with 42 points in this game? He was almost expected to have an off night, especially after going off for 56 points and setting the franchise scoring record. Like, no one expected him to go off for 40 points, more like 17 points. Though Jimmy always rises to the occasion. Though the job wasn't done yet, Miami had to win the game. So the Heat are finally able to tie the ball game, though the Bucks keep making a couple free throws to kind of extend the lead, until Gabe Vincent, with about 8.4 seconds, just pulls up for a three, makes it. The man shot it with conviction. The Bucks go ahead and inbound the ball. Larry nearly steals the ball, but then he gets called for a foul. I'm like, what's going on? Like, Larry nearly touched him. Maybe bumped him a little bit, but basketball is a physical sport. I think at times the ref forget that basketball is actually physical. Thankfully, Eric Spoelstra kept his challenge and was able to overturn the call. So they went in, jump ball, Bucks got possession. Jrue Holiday made one of two free throws. Now it's 118, 116. Now it's time for Jimmy buckets. So the Heat advance the ball, and Gabe Vincent is inbounding. At this point, everyone thinks the ball is going to go to Jimmy Butler. Either they're going to shoot for three, game winner, go in for a jump shot, mid-range, overtime, or go in for a layup, send it to overtime. But they all know the ball is going to Jimmy Butler. The thing is, he stays underneath the basket. He doesn't move. And Gabe Vincent alley-oops the ball, creates a little bit of separation from his man, right? Catches the ball, lays it up. At that point, I was actually eating while I was watching the game. I had to set my food aside and be like, what is going on? They actually drew that play, like high risk, high reward. That's the definition of that play. It kind of reminds me of the Suns game. I don't know if it was a playoff game, but I remember in one of these games, the Suns had a similar situation where Chris Paul inbounds the ball to DeAndre Ayton, and he just kind of just lays it in the basket. Those are the type of plays, as a coach, when your players are able to execute it, you just feel good as a coach. Finally, what's more impressive is the Heat weren't supposed to be in the playoffs. They were in the play-in. I believe they had to win 2 games just to qualify for the playoff as an 8 seed. Then they go ahead and knock out the number 1 seed, something that hasn't happened since 2012. That's remarkable, and their leader in Jimmy Butler just elevates his game to a whole other level. Take this, in the regular season, he's averaging 23 points. In this series against the Bucks, he's averaging 38 points, shooting 60% from the field, 44% from 3. Those are superstar numbers. That's what Jimmy Butler is. I'd argue he's the best player currently in the playoffs. Devin Booker's probably the other guy challenging him for that title. He's been balling out in the series against the Clippers. If not him, Jimmy Butler is that guy. He's that dude. That being said, I'm slowly finding myself rooting for Jimmy Butler, rooting for the Miami Heat. I just love watching the brand of basketball, the culture they have built down there. Starting with their enforcer, Udonis Haslem, was out there ready to fight Bobby Portis. Now, this is all ironic since I am supposed to be a Boston Celtics fan, yet I haven't watched a single game in their series against the Hawks. So I might definitely have to catch their game tonight. With the draft happening, yeah, that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to double up. We're gonna make it happen. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, playoff Jimmy Buckets is legit.